molecular movie factory.
So exciting, isn't it?
Trust me. Please. We can kill it.
Ferocious. Don't try to put tiger bomb on this jungle stuff.
You're not gonna die.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
You want to get nuts? Wakanda forever! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
They're gonna see some serious shit.
Smoke and Mirrors, we back. Episode 37. How we doing there, fellas?
Yeah,
Going
good, man.
Really
Good.
well. How you doing?
I'm good.
It's good.
Let's jump into the
Excellent.
streaming news.
So Donald Glover is going to star with Phoebe Waller-Bridge in Amazon's new adaptation of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So taking over from Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, this will be a complete reimagining. I don't know if Doug Liman is involved, but
Maybe at a producer capacity, but I don't think anything else.
I like this cast though. This is good.
Yeah.
Like Glover always brings like big things to it.
Yeah,
Like
always.
a human quality.
Yeah.
But that's being set up at Amazon, right? So that was the groundwork laid for his 8-figure deal. That's like in the tens of millions for an exclusive deal with Amazon.
Yeah.
So in this deal, him and his brother will be able to create their own channel and curate content. So his own and others.
Yep.
But things that he wants to showcase in his.
Yep.
With that, though, so he's exited his deal with FX. So Atlanta was previously set up at FX.
Yep.
So with their third season and fourth
And
season,
fourth, yeah.
they're going to shoot that back to back.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm still happy that we're getting Atlanta content, and I'm hoping down the line you'll be able to just ship Atlanta straight over to Amazon.
I
Yeah.
doubt it. That's
Same.
a big thing over there at FX. What I'm liking though about this deal is that his brother got a separate deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It wasn't
that's
just
mad.
a piece
It wasn't
of
just-
Donald's.
yeah, it was just like no, we deal with you separately. That's mad. I like that.
Yep.
So John Carpenter's been talking about Halloween Kills and the possibility of it coming to a streaming service.
Yeah.
So he said that the movie has to come out in October, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it has to launch in October. So whether it's a streaming service or whether it's a
Theatrical.
it's a theatrical release, it has to come out in October. I think they have stuff planned for November and whatnot
Yeah.
with the other Halloween movie.
Probably going to drop that teaser.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I reckon that teaser will be on the end of the movie,
Yeah.
just like The Matrix.
He'll be hiding under the car.
Yeah,
So we've also heard word about James Gunn's, spin-off series for Suicide Squad called Peacemaker. They've announced that it'll be a release date for January of 2022.
That's mad, man.
that is really.
I'm
good.
excited. It's actually really close.
Yeah, yeah. When you think about it, like, yeah, it's really close. And the cast that they put together for this, that chick from Orange Is the New Black is in there.
Yeah.
It's fire, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Just that little snippet of like footage that we seen for like the HBO Max promos and
Yeah.
stuff like that looks
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So My Little Pony has just decided to forego the cinema theatrical release and just be streamed on Netflix.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which would be a big pull for like kid shows and you know what I mean?
We've got school holidays and everything coming up
Yeah.
soon, so yeah,
It's going to be big.
it's gonna be big. So is it Roger?
I thought it was Reggie.
So there is an
They had
accent in there.
The accent, yeah.
So it must be Roger. Roger Jean.
Roger Jean, yeah. Roger Jean Page has been cast in lead role in Dungeons and Dragons film. We don't know what it is yet, but he's been cast as the lead. So I always thought that what's his face was going to be the lead for this.
Justice?
Pine.
Ah, yeah.
He might be the villain.
Ooh, very good.
I like
cool with
that.
that.
I like Pine as a villain. So this is off the strength of Bridgerton.
Yeah.
People saying that he should be like the one to take the mantle of Black Panther next.
Nobody's getting that mantle.
No. someone's going to get the mantle of Black Panther, otherwise they can't make sequels, but no one is going to be recast as T'Challa.
I don't want this guy.
It's pretty fucking childish if you watch Bridgerton. I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah.
He was actually really good. Like, he wasn't, like, hamming it up for the cameras. He was pretty solid.
I still think they're just going to get Michael B. Jordan.
That's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Best case.
Best case.
Yeah, definitely. So we finally got our lead cast for the voice cast for Secrets of the Mogwai. So we have Ming-Na Wen, Big Dick Wong, and Matthew Reese.
BD energy.
Fat dick spirit, don't care. But yeah, so we finally have our voice cast for that. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Prequel
man.
for Gremlins, always a good time.
So Ming-Na Wen is going to play Mr. Wing's mother.
Yep.
BD Wong his father. And then Matthew Reese the villain.
Yeah,
Matthew Reese has got like quite a villainous voice too.
he does.
He does. Always think about him as Reese in because his name is Reese in what's that movie called? Burnt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he was also really cool.
Yeah.
I liked him in there. He was also the villain in Andy Serkis's Jungle Book. He was the Great White Hunter in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just got an evil face on him. Arian Moayed from Succession and Elementary fame is cast in a detective role in Spider-Man 3. No details other than detective role. So it could just be him walking on the screen and then be like, looks like we've had a spider in this robbery.
Quite a sticky situation.
Or his Jesus. Or he's just like, the other world's version of Venom.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
I'll be
That'd
in
be
for
really,
that.
really cool.
Like that.
All right, so HBO was they wanted to set up Justice League Dark with J.J. Abrams. But the story is allegedly they want to focus on Constantine first, right? So they're looking for the Constantine lead right now. They do want to cast a BIPOC lead, so it's a Black, Indigenous, and people of color lead. And they're looking for a Riz Ahmed type, which means that they've more than likely cast Riz Ahmed already in this role. Because they wouldn't have a type if they didn't know what they wanted already. And Riz Ahmed makes sense to me because his English fits the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I was going to say something. Constantine is like Justice League Dark's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like the leader.
He's the lead, yeah.
So
he puts the team together.
It makes sense to start with him.
Yeah.
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 So we also have reports that Jesse Plemons is going to be starring in Killers of the Flower Moon, the Apple TV Plus show from Scorsese. I'm excited for this. Plemons is a fucking great actor.
Jesse Matt Damon Plemons.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and hear the truth.
I'm still on fuck Jesse Plemons anyway.
Yeah.
Is this all bad?
Yeah.
Huh? Because of Bad and fucking what's his face?
Judas. Well, it looks like he's playing a similar role in this, right? Like he's the FBI agent leading the investigation. And to see how J. Edgar Hoover wanted to assassinate people of color,
or just keep them down.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see this being any different.
Fucker.
Disgusting.
And to be honest, I kind of hope that it's not the white man saving everyone.
I don't think it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But yeah, I want to check that book out as
Yeah,
well
yeah, yeah.
because that's a non-fiction book.
Yeah.
I want to check
Very
it out.
good. All right.
Tim Burton is set to direct a spin-off of Addams Family. And it'll focus on the Wednesday character. So this is set up at Netflix. It's a 7-episode series detailing Wednesday's time at the Nevermore Academy, her high school, where she'll kind of investigate this monstrous murder spree and other things that their family's been embroiled in for the last 25 years. But it's good to see Tim Burton kind of come back to Addams Family.
You know what I would have loved is if it was an older Wednesday and they just got
Winona?
Winona. Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Like, yeah. Or just have it her like retelling the stories and still have Winona, because that for me would be fire.
Maybe that's how they bookend every episode.
That's how I wish
it's
they'd
already
do
at
it.
Netflix. She's Stranger Things there. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
They're already writing this shit down now.
Yeah. Cut to check. So we got news from Disney, and they said that they will not recast Cara Dune in Mando.
How y'all take this news?
They won't recast her. I don't.
Oh, it's very uniform. And
It's kind of dumb.
yeah.
Because to me, it kind of left the door open, right?
Exactly.
Like for a long time, they said nothing about James Gunn returning to the fold to direct Guardians 3. Then all of a sudden, Guardians 3 was back. I think they're waiting on that apology from Carano.
They drafted one for her,
Yeah.
and she refused.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't know. It sounds like she doesn't want to come back either, so I don't want to force her to sort of come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's also working on that thing with Ben Shapiro where she gets to write and direct her own and star in her own feature, and that's she's on to other things.
She's on to other things. She's moved on. They need to as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This next piece of news, though, like, I did not see coming at all. I had no idea about this movie.
I had
Same.
no idea either.
Yeah. So there's a sci-fi thriller called Reminiscence, and Hugh Jackman is the star.
Reminiscence.
Reminiscence, yes. Sorry,
like
I'm thinking of
the
Bilal.
Bilal track with
Yeah.
Evanescence
Yeah.
featuring.
But so Hugh Jackman in this is playing a private investigator, and a lot of his, I guess, a lot of his bank is coming from retrieving vivid, cherished memories for his clients. But then Rebecca Ferguson is also going to star in here, and he starts to see like parts of himself that he didn't know he had, or different personalities as well. So it sounds like a journey for himself as well as someone else.
Yeah, this is also the Greatest Showman reunion.
Yeah.
But it also kind of sounds like Inception.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's set in like post-apocalyptic Miami.
But the little teaser that they posted, right?
Miami was like,
yeah, the shore was right up until the hotels and that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it was wavy. Scary, man, because them gators in them fucking waters too.
Yeah, Inception.
Not in the sea.
No.
Gators can't go in the sea.
But you can imagine that there'd be a part where the fresh water meets the salt water, and in that little canal, there'd be gators.
Fuck all that. So we got Tom Hardy setting up over at Netflix with for a film called Havoc with the raid director Gareth Evans.
Yeah.
Evans. Yeah, it's not
Edwards.
Edwards.
Yeah, this is you.
That's the Godzilla guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's set after a drug deal gone wrong, and he plays a detective that's got to fight his way through the criminal underworld to rescue a politician's son.
Raid 2? So for me, the big part of the story wasn't Tom Hardy. The big part of the story was Gareth Evans.
Yeah.
I love how the plot is thin as fuck so that Evans can just be like, fight here, fight here, and fight here. Man, I really hope that it's inclusive of Yayan and Chechep and what's his face? Iko.
Even if they're not on screen, those guys will do the fight choreo.
I hope so, man.
Like that's what they're good at. So on Iko's episode of Actors on Action with Adkins, he was saying like they were setting up to do the raid first. That's the movie they wanted to do first, right?
Yeah.
And then the studio came through and said, "No, we don't have enough money for that." They had done the choreo and everything. It was done. It was down.
Shit.
Right? And then Gareth came through and just said, "Fuck it, we'll shoot another movie. Don't worry, we'll shoot another movie. So just don't use this choreo. You make a brand new choreo now for Morantau." And then Morantau hit.
Yep.
And then the raid came out.
Shit.
Have you guys watched Morantau?
No.
The Mad Dog fight in there is fucking sick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to check it out because I always see shots of it. I also want to watch that It Comes at Night. No? It comes for us.
The
night comes for us. Yeah, we got there in the end. This is also an exclusive deal with Netflix for Gareth Evans.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. So I'm pretty sure they want to lock him down after seeing the success of Gangs of London as well.
Over at the BBC.
And working with him on on The Apostle as well.
Yeah.
And that's it for streaming news this week.
Yeah.
Quite light. I want to get to these trailers. After this film news. Film news is next.
Yep. So, starting with film news, we have Will Eubank to direct a reimagining of Paranormal Activity. So they're going to try and move away from the found footage type that they were going with Paranormal Activity and move to a more big budget type of film for these. I don't know if this needed to be done, to be honest, considering the success of Paranormal Activity.
Me neither.
Can you believe $28 million was spent making all of them?
I know. And that's like, was it 5 movies or 6?
6?
6, I think.
Paranormal Activity 4, The Ghost Dimension.
Back in a Habit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then it still grossed $693 million all up when it came to actually making the fucking movie as well.
This is like, it's big, man. So Christopher Landon is writing this.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
He did all of them.
he did, I think, everyone from 2
Yeah.
to 4. And did like the Happy Death Day movies and Freaky and that. So he's doing big things too.
So we've got Ruth Necker, the sexy Ruth Necker
From Loving.
and what's his face and Preacher. That's how I know her. She's sexy, man.
Yeah.
She's set to play Josephine Baker, who was she was a jazz performer and civil rights activist back in the day,
And Spy.
and spy, yeah, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, because she was like one of the biggest jazz singers
Yeah.
of that time. So how did she get all spy-ish? Like, how would people not recognize her?
Well, the music wasn't going over there overseas back in the day. So anybody could be a spy. But yeah, they're setting this up over at ABC, which is weird. It's an ABC signature series.
Yeah.
Kind of new.
Limited series, too.
Limited series, yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Anything that Ruth Necker does, man.
Mm-hmm.
David O. Russell's new film. Like, we've been hearing a bit more about it. We got Margot Robbie in there. We got Christian Bale's in there. Bradley
JD.
Cooper's in there. John David Washington's in there. This cast is just, like, it's getting unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, when it's David O. Russell, the script is unbelievable. And he, like, really brings out the best in his actors.
Yeah.
That's true. Everyone's got, like, a part.
Yeah. And that's why J.D. Washington, it's a period piece as well. So it's that's why he's like all of his the facial hair and everything's different now. His hair's different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks good though. Like what we've seen, and it's only been set pics, but it's a period piece.
Yep.
And you see that in the costumes.
Yeah.
And the hair as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's be good to see Bradley Cooper again after after his directorial debut.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him since, so
It's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very true. We've also heard word about Paramount Pictures ordering a remake of The King and I.
Didn't they do this?
Yeah, it had
Not Ken. It had
Chow Yun-fat.
Chow Yun-fat.
and Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anna and the King.
Anna and the King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After like seeing Chow Yun-fat in Replacement Killers, after watching Hard Boiled and The Killer,
Yeah.
like I was like ready to see him just in more action movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just did straight dramas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then was like a throwaway character in fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
You're the more Steam guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but killed it in what's his face, Crouching Tiger.
Yeah.
True.
Lee Mubai.
You reckon they, then hopefully they don't do their first misstep and cast a Westerner as an Asian? It was Yul fucking Brenner.
What Nasher was Yul Brynner? He's like European. Yeah?
European or something.
But it was definitely makeup that gave him the
Yes.
Asian aesthetic, yeah?
Yeah. Kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone back then was doing that shit.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
Fu Manchu and all that.
Yeah, that was wild.
Wild back then.
Yeah.
Can't be making movies like that.
Nah.
I wonder if they'll still call it Siam or if they'll call it Thailand.
It depends on the time period, because at one time it was
Or was Siam,
Siam.
yeah? Modern day Thailand.
Yeah.
Cool. Tom Holland detailed his experience on the Uncharted set. He said while Peter Parker and Spider-Man was kind of like a little bit him, like more him, playing Nathan Drake was definitely not. He said he had to be a bit older, act a little older. And the stunt work that he did on this, he said, was unbelievable. He said he did a lot of his own stunt work too. He said that the character of Nathan Drake that he's playing is a little bit James Bond, a little bit Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because Indiana Jones is kind of like James Bond. Like in that first bit of Temple of Doom.
James Bond is Indiana Jones's dad. Literally.
He is.
He is. Sean Connery is James Bond and will always be James Bond. And that's exactly why they cast Sean in that role.
Yeah. And why he's got the white tux at the start.
Yeah. Because, I mean...
Oh, no, it wasn't the start of that movie.
I don't know. He's got that in, what's his face? In the second one.
Yeah.
Which is the prequel. But yeah. So we got a Paramount. This is the worst news I heard all week.
I know.
Yeah. The worst news. So Paramount actually cancelled the back-to-back filming of Mission Impossible. Fuck. So because Cruise has his obligation to pump, what's his face? Top Gun. Which, like, you know, I totally forgot about.
Yeah.
And now just remembering that we have a Top Gun movie coming out and it's damn near real.
Yeah.
It literally is. From what we've heard, it's real. How they've shot it and everything.
Yeah.
It's pushed out his ability to actually do the back-to-back filming. So they're going to have to push that back until November.
The start of
The start of 8.
Yeah.
But Mission Impossible 7 is still coming out 2022 in November. So we'll have Cruise shoot through November and then hopefully finish shooting and then go into pre-pro after that.
And now we'll probably get it 2024.
Yeah. I reckon.
As opposed to 2023 the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we also have Eric Bana joining Radha Mitchell with Mia Wasikowska in Blue Black. This seems...
Blue back?
Blue Back. Sorry, I keep saying Blue Black, even when I was writing this.
That was that show, wasn't it?
I think so.
Blue black.
Yeah. There was a show called that over here.
Really?
Yeah. It was a cop show. We always have cop shows for some reason.
Oh, everyone was trying to work on that Water Rat's fucking face.
Well, the cast was Radha Mitchell and Mia Wasikowska. You'd call it bareback.
That's wild.
But this one's not too bad. Radha Mitchell and Mia Wasikowska both play two versions of a girl named Abby. And essentially, they meet this imaginary blue groper. And they go on this adventure and then they try and save the coral reef. So, not too bad. Probably Eric Bana will play the dad of the Mia Wasikowska.
It's two different actresses that will play the younger and older versions of the same.
Abby, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. I think, yeah, you're right with Eric Bana playing the father and Radha Mitchell, the mother, and then maybe Mia Wasikowska's like the sister or something. But she, it shows her befriending the groper, but then when she's older trying to save the coral reef and they're going to shoot it in two remote parts of Australia as well, which is crazy because it's really showcasing some of the unseen coral reef and natural habitats that we have over here because they're dying, man.
No. Because of COVID and people not going into the waters and all that sort of stuff. And
yeah,
they're actually growing now.
But don't they take
They're
like
thriving.
hundreds of years to kind of come back fully?
Fully, yeah.
Yeah.
But they are thriving right now.
Yeah.
Our reefs are they're much better than they were before.
Kind of hope COVID keeps this up
Same.
They
because we need that back.
They
Yeah,
just-
we do.
they just found a coral reef that's the size of the Empire State Building as well.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah.
But also scary. Like, I would never go see it.
No.
Why would you want to do that? If you don't get taken by a shark, you get taken by a fucking crocodile. It's wild over here.
What scares me, though? Being trapped underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cowboy story is
Nah,
that deserves to be made into a movie.
I went into a fucking, like, playground tunnel with Brody. It was one of those caving tunnels. You buy the glow sticks. It was at a rock climbing place. You buy the glow sticks, right? And then you can go through. I got stuck. And, like, my world just ended. I was nearly at a panic attack. And then I had to get out of the cave in reverse. Then I heard voices on the entrance of the cave, like, let's go in now. And I was like, no! I was like, the sweats that I got,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just confirmed my claustrophobia.
Wow.
Horrible. Fucking worst feeling ever. Don't ever go caving. They even put a warning on the entrance of that shit that said, if you get stuck, it may take a full hour to get you out.
How did you do it? Did you get out?
I got out.
Good man.
I got out because, like, it was, like, really compressed and this real narrow place that I had to get through, and then you had to sort of climb up and over like that.
Yeah.
And I was, like, started pulling myself up and then realized that my shoulders and everything was stuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no. And I just freaked out. And Brody was looking at me like, are you going to fucking go on? That's my story. So Rian Johnson just confirmed that while we haven't heard anything about his Star Wars trilogy,
Yep.
it's still on the way. He didn't say anything more than that. What was of note in that article was D.B. Weiss and David Benioff. They just straight exited the deal with Lucasfilm and just took a Netflix deal.
Yeah.
Said, fuck it. I'll make my hundreds of millions of dollars over here at Netflix. Because I'm pretty sure the pipeline for creating and developing content over at Lucasfilm and Disney is a long road, and they just want to bang things out.
Yeah. Actually, I have the time.
Yeah.
So we don't know anything about Jordan Peele's next movie. We know it's a horror film. Yep. We know that Kaluuya is coming back. Someone else.
Possibly,
yeah. Someone else as well. But just recently, Keke Palmer has been, given a role over there in the movie.
Yeah. Yep. I'm pretty sure she'll be the lead.
I hope so.
But with Kaluuya, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Kaluuya win an Oscar this year.
I don't know.
Watch him. I put money on that shit.
I thought he was good, but I also thought Riz Ahmed was real good. We'll see.
It's the Battle of the Brits this year.
Well,
that's what we're doing.
When the smokers come out.
So last week we had Ty Sheridan announced to star in The Tender Bar, and it seems that his alum from X-Men, Lily Rabe, is also showing up too.
Was she an X-Men?
Yes. She was... I forgot her name, but she is an X-Men.
Shit. She's also in American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she played this one witch in season 3, I think, that was obsessed with Stevie Nicks. So they played Stevie Nicks tracks the whole season.
That's mad.
It's fucking cool.
I was just vibe the whole season.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. I'm excited for this, though.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So she will play his mother in the movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm liking this, man. I think it might play out like you said last week where George Clooney might be the dad.
Yeah.
Or a patron.
Yeah, because he still hasn't announced what role he's going to play, because there's only one feature film that he's done where he hasn't starred in it. But majority of his films, he's always either a supporting or main. So
Yeah. I'm liking these. Marwan Kenzari from Aladdin.
Jafar.
Hot Trafalgar.
The Orient Express, Burton on the Orient Express.
Who is he in there?
He's the guard in the
Fucking
cabin.
is too.
Yeah, and also the old guard, which I think of the strength of the old guard. Like, this guy can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
He's the
he's
best
got
part of that movie.
he's got the dramatic chops, but he can also do action.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He does action quite well.
Yeah. So he's going to be joining The Rock and Aldous Hodge and Noah Centineo in Black Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no details released on what role he'll play, but he's in there. I think this elevates the movie a lot. I don't know if he's going to play the villain, but I hope it's not a role.
I hope it's a recurring role.
Yeah, but I also hope it's not a role like Jafar, because I felt in Aladdin he was the weakest part of that movie.
Yeah.
But he also wasn't given anything more to do than sneer and kind of like,
Yeah.
like, I'm going to take over, and that was it.
Yeah. And this guy's like a proper actor.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping he gets to show a bit of everything, like the old guard. Because the old guard, like, his character wasn't just like, I'm a badass. You know what I mean?
No.
It was the more sort of subtle, emotional scenes.
The love story in there is unreal.
Yeah, like he sold that.
Yeah.
Without being like flamboyant.
Yeah.
Or how a gay man is classically depicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't show that though, right? So they don't show like that part of it of like, you know, the homosexual relationships. They don't show. They never show that, and that's why it was so refreshing to actually see it like that on film.
There probably is movies out there that actually depict it realistically.
Yeah.
But we just haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seen it. But in a mainstream movie, Old God
Never
nailed
see
that
it, man.
shit.
All right, so we got Matthias Schoenaerts, also from the Old Guard.
Yeah.
He's just gotten the role of Django. So it's not Django.
It's not Jamie Foxx.
It's not Jamie Foxx Django. It's not Tarantino's Django. It's Franco Nero's Django. So he is gonna play Django, and he's gonna what's his face. The story revolves around him. It might revolve around him going to his family gets killed, and he's out searching for revenge, like Django does.
Yeah.
And he's looking for his daughter, who might still be alive.
Yeah.
He ends up going to this town called Babylon, where it's everyone's allowed in there, right? So it's all races and everything allowed into this town. And he actually finds his daughter.
Yeah.
And she is marrying the head of the town, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And shit goes left after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she wants him to go.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm not losing my daughter a second time.
I can't lose my family a second time.
I like this casting.
I do.
He looks weirdly like Franco Nero
does.
as well.
Yeah.
He does. He's just not as big as Franco.
Nah. But again, what he brought in the Old Guard, and he was the guy that sold them out in the Old Guard.
Yeah. He was a cunt.
Like, I think it's going to be good, man.
Yeah.
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 It is a series, though.
Yeah.
I forgot what streamer.
Amazon?
Is it Amazon?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
This week was just all Amazon news, right? So it was just specifically Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this
I
is
like
exciting, man. And supposedly they're going to keep all the violence and whatnot that we know and love from Django. So yeah, that's a plus for me.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Real squibs. We want real squibs.
Write that down. So we have Timo Giajanto. He's in talks to play the lead role in the Train to Busan remake, or the Americanized version of Train to Busan.
So, does his aesthetic from The Night Comes For Us suit Busan? Like a zombie movie? Because you watched The Night Comes For Us twice,
Yeah.
I think.
I fucking love that shit.
Like, how was it? Was it dark? Like, what was the photography and like his style like?
So it's funny, I never realized until Joe Taslim actually talks about it. they shot The Night Comes for Us like a horror movie.
Oh shit. Okay. So he's like deep rooted in there, like in horror movies.
Yeah. So it works out quite well. I reckon he'll fit the role nicely. I don't know, I was talking to Dave before, I just don't know why they're remaking it so soon, in fact.
Yeah. It's funny that they sort of reach out to another Asian culture. You know what I mean? To kind of remake it in an American vein.
Yeah.
which is kind of weird to me.
I don't know if you guys watched the original one, but it does not need a remake at all.
That movie came out when? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Nah. James Wan's also producing this.
All right, so maybe James Wan will put his stamp on it, put a foot on it or something.
He also produced The Nun. He produced Annabelle 3. And
Annabelle 3 is supposed to be fire.
Annabelle 3 was dog shit. Annabelle 2 is supposed to be the creation one.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the good one.
Right.
Yeah. The that did Ouija.
Right.
I think Sandberg did that one.
Or it's not the first Ouija, which was shit. It's the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. But I love Busan, man. The camera moves in there are not like a classic zombie movie as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of 28 Days Later, sort of very kinetic and fast moving and shit.
Okay.
And you got like things like a guy that punches zombies, which is the most impractical thing. Who's the O from Rogue One, not Chirrut Imwe, not Ip Man's character. No, the O
Donnie
that's
Yen's
with
friend?
him.
Donnie Yen's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That mad cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
What?
that.
Yeah, he's the O that's in there punching people. And he kills that shit too because he's protecting his pregnant girlfriend. So there's a lot of layers for a really sort of action-driven zombie horror movie. I like it. Like there's a lot of meat in this shit, but if they do it right,
It could be
it
the
might
best.
be just below the original.
So we've got Danny Elfman. So it's just been announced that he's coming back to work with Sam Raimi on Strange 2. The
Strange
Multiverse of
Days.
Madness. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rafe get cast soon in one of these movies.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Like he would suit it.
Yeah.
Like, and you've seen that he can do a villain and a hero.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that. So
With pleasure.
I hope this is more Sleepy Hollow, Tim Burton, Spider-Man, Elfman, as opposed to Justice League Elfman, which was
I love that Sleepy Hollow. It's so
haunting.
yeah.
Haunting.
Yeah. Like it's just so different.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a Danny Elfman. It sounds like the softer moments of Batman Returns, actually.
Yeah. It fucking does.
Yeah.
That's the what's his face arrangement. The choral arrangement? What's
Yeah.
that? Fuck. From the O's that sing.
Yeah.
Like they're sort of they're more high pitched rising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought of Thor, Ragnarok.
I love that shit.
So we have, is it Sacha Calle or Calle?
Calle.
Calle? From The Young and Restless, cast as Supergirl in Andy Muschietti's Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
She's the first Latina to actually play Supergirl. Like ever.
Yeah.
She's Colombian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is cool. So in a really kind of emotional video reveal that Andy Muschietti does, he sets it up. He's got a Zoom call going with her, and then he said, "We want to ask you a couple more questions as part of the interview process." And then he's like, "Can you fly?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Fly? No, but if I
she's
have to
physically."
yeah." And then he said, "Well, you'll need this. And he pulls out a Superman suit.
Yeah.
And that Superman suit, like after that, he's like, you've got it. You've made it. And she kind of just breaks down and freaks out, it was really, really cool. I wouldn't be comfortable showing my sort of reaction because Oues would just cry.
I would.
As I'd just shut that Zoom call down so quick.
What do you mean? I would go off camera and then just come back with the single, like the Denzel. It'd be the Denzel. It'd have to be the Denzel.
I don't know how to act when I get like real good. Yeah, that fucks me. As soon as the nose and the mouth starts moving, and I was like thinking. I just can't do it. This is really good news, man. I think this is weird and kind of off the cuff, but do you think Zoom auditions and shit like that have saved a lot of people from the casting couch, like classic Hollywood process?
Yes. I also think that with Zoom and whatnot, you get a bigger pool of actors.
Yeah.
Right? So, we've got a casting call down here in LA. Fuck, I'm in New York. I have to fly out.
Yeah.
Michael Calle talks about this with The Wire. And he's in LA.
Yeah.
And gets a call and he's like, hey, they want to see you because he had done something, I think Sopranos or something before, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, they want to see you. And he's doing this stage play in LA. And he goes to the stage director and he's like, look, can I borrow like $500 and I'll pay you back? You know, flies down to New York, does his fucking his audition, flies back, waits a couple of weeks, doesn't think he got the role. He's living in this dirty, dingy apartment, gets the call. Hey, you need to come report the set. You got the role as Omar. It's amazing.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
As if you could deny Michael K. Williams, though.
Oh, man. He made that show. That's why I watched that show.
Kills that shit. So apparently 400 women were auditioned for Supergirl.
Wow.
And she blew everyone away.
Yeah.
She even did a chemistry read with Ezra Miller, which she nailed.
Yeah.
So good news for Sacha Calle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is big, especially for the Latin community.
Yeah.
As well.
A bit more representation there.
100%. 100%. But it also shows like in Krypton, it wasn't just Americans. You know what I mean?
That's what gets me, eh?
Or Brits
Yeah.
on Krypton.
It was like maybe in that part of the capital, maybe, but I'd like to see what the outskirts of Krypton and whatnot was like.
Yeah.
Right. So the people that I don't want to live in that society. I want to live in like my own.
Actually, she's not on Krypton. She's on Kandor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you see the different.
But she's from Krypton. I thought she was always from Krypton. That's why the sun affects her the same way as Superman. But she just wasn't on the planet at the time.
Wasn't she on Kandor? But her world gets
Kandor a moon of Krypton, I think.
It might be like it's in that. I think it's in that same orbital belt.
Yeah.
But like her world was taken by Brainiac and
Yes.
put in like the little
Yeah.
biosphere
Yeah.
thing. Cool. Big news, and that's all the film news this week.
That's it. All right, movie trailer time, people. What you got? What you got?
So we had Boss Level. A little bit of the same that we've seen before, but I'm still excited.
Bit more. I've added it to my list on Hulu. I'm waiting for that shit to drop.
Fuck yeah, man. So this one, I think, really defines the tone that they're going for.
Yeah.
It also shows this helicopter sequence that actually looks really, really big as well.
And real.
And it kind of gives you more insight into the character who, in the trailers, they've only depicted as Bill Murray after he kind of works out that Groundhog Day is Groundhog Day and it's a recurring day.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the movie will show you the before and then where it leads to.
Yeah, I'm liking that the fact that he hasn't figured it out all the way just yet as well. So we get to see those scenes of him, like, you know, knowing exactly what's going to happen and timing everything perfectly and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he just blows up in a phone booth.
Yeah,
or-
because he gets to a point where he can't go forward and they're like, fuck it, I got to restart the game now. And then,
Yeah.
Or like when he opens up the lift and that look that he,
Yeah.
that he just gets shot up. Fucking Grillo looks great in this.
Yeah. Fuck, he's in good shape.
Do you know Grillo is like 50-something years old?
I know. He looks amazing though.
He's a machine.
But the way that he's playing this from the trailers, like it looks right.
Yeah.
Like it looks like he's like tough guy but nonchalant, and then you see the more emotional scenes with his son and his wife,
man.
and then like more of him like really sort of playing it up and camping it up
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So I'm liking this, man.
I hope this does like really good things for Grillo. I need to see more Grillo.
Yeah, I think it's a shame that we're getting Grillo in the later part of his life.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? But I think this might be peak Grillo as well.
Well, Mans was like a model before and everything, so
Okay,
yeah,
so he's made his money.
he's made his money.
Very good.
We had Mosquito Coast as well,
Yep.
which is a remake of
Mosquito Coast.
Mosquito Coast. So it was a book before, and then they took the book, turned it into the Harrison Ford movie
with River Phoenix.
with River Phoenix, which is wild. So that movie revolved around his him taking his family over to Colombia, I think.
Was it Colombia or Venezuela?
Venezuela, and trying to live there. You know what I mean? But then shit goes left.
Yeah, and they lose everything.
They lose everything. Whereas this one, which is starring Justin Theroux,
Yep.
is going. It's weird because the book's written by a Theroux as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like David Thoreau or something.
yeah. So this one is going to be more of like a spy thriller sort of thing.
Yeah, this is the
right?
thing that they've added
Yeah.
to update it.
They were saying it's more of like a prequel to that Harrison Ford movie. Yeah.
And we get like Aussie princess Melissa George in this,
Of course.
who like looks great.
It's this prequel, you could say it's a throwback.
I don't know why I did the fart and shotgun rack.
The fart over the shotgun is wild.
So with Mosquito Coast as well, like the element of the kids, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Like I like that. Like while they're spies, it's not just them doing like slick shit. You know what I mean? It's them also sort of consoling their kids and protecting them.
Yeah.
Like, and that almost seems like the main thing that they're doing, as opposed to we got to kill the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you do see scenes of that with Melissa George just gutting someone down.
I was going to say that bit threw me off. Like
Yeah.
it felt so out of place.
Yeah, because it looked like a mafia hit. She just walks past, boom.
Slow motion and everything.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. So this is also a limited series, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Which is
Apple.
good.
At Apple, yeah.
So it's got production. Like
They
value
got
behind
the
it.
money.
Yeah,
They got the meats.
I get the money. So we got the next trailer for Justice League, which is big. So I keep going back and watching this trailer. So it starts off with Superman's death, and then his sound waves, which that screen would have been fucking huge, but his sound waves kind of reverberating through the city.
Every window in the vicinity would have broken.
Yeah. So
If he let out like a proper, like a Leonidas scream, because that's what I think it sounded like. Because we don't get to hear the Leonidas scream.
yeah.
Right? Yeah. It would have just broken everything.
So he could have just screamed on an O and just exploded his body like Dogma.
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised that family didn't die in Man of Steel.
It looks great. We get to see our first look at Jared Leto. We get the black suit Superman.
We do.
in there. Cyborg's first flight, and how they're sort of showing that.
Yeah.
A lot more action with Cyborg.
A lot more Cyborg just in general.
Yeah,
I like it.
we also get a look at the IMAX frame that they're using.
Yes.
So this isn't the classic 1.85 IMAX frame.
No.
This is more the 4x3 whole window IMAX where it feels like you're going to fall down the stadium seats into the screen.
Yeah.
That was always the best.
When
Always
it fully
the best.
opened up?
Like in The Dark Knight, right at the start where it's like and it's coming in on that building.
Yeah.
And the building would literally look like a building in front of you. Amazing.
But when you seen Ledger's face,
Oh, man.
and the whole screen was his face when he's like, stranger.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was crazy. Even on that concave screen, because one side of his face looked bigger than the other. So it looked like he was giving you like this sort of rock eyebrow.
Smell what I'm cooking, bitch.
Oh, man. But yeah, it looks great. Because
See more Darkseid, see more, what's his name? Steppenwolf
a lot of the footage, all the footage in this trailer
was new.
is new. Nothing you've ever seen.
No.
And it's going to be 4 hours of this,
Yeah.
with the exception of them meeting up on the tower of the GCPD.
Yeah.
That will be...
Which would hopefully mean more Gordon, more... Yeah.
March 18th cannot come soon enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I think my son will be here before Justice League.
I think he will.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be tough because I'll need to wait until the fucking 22nd to watch this movie because I won't be here. I know.
That's all right. I'll watch it for birthday.
Imagine those just FaceTimes it for me.
And I will not be watching it over at Binge.
Yeah.
Nope.
That has no 4K support or Atmos support or just fucking anything.
But it looks great in HD, though.
Yeah, but 720 is allegedly HD. Fuckers.
Oh, man. We need some Australian support because they were going to lose out on a big market internationally because the UK also doesn't have HBO Max.
We'll release it on fucking Apple.
Yeah.
People will buy it.
Yeah.
If not, they will rent it and you'll still get your fucking money.
I'm pretty sure PVOD, like them actually like putting it out to buy, because Wonder Woman 84 came out that way.
Yeah.
Really quickly. Like I think when it dropped on HBO Max, it was available. Mm-hmm. So there's still the option.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We got our first look at Cruella as well.
Yeah.
So we had Emma Stone looking Cruella'd up.
Yeah. Looking like the devil.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Joker trailer.
Yeah.
So Jules like turned to me when we were watching it. She was like, "Is this the Joker?" Because it looked exactly like even the beats in the trailer.
Yeah.
And the choice of music, the title cards that come up. Emma Stone looks great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The photography looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The richness of it looks like it looks quality.
Yeah.
Like no one's shitting on this movie, but like I don't know what they're going to try to do. Are they going to try and make her a hero like Maleficent?
Yeah. Is this a heist movie?
Yeah.
They were saying, someone said, because the tagline is what? I'm just a girl or something?
Yeah, some weird thing like that.
Yeah, like the title is like, I'm just a girl. Someone tweeted watching the Cruella de Vil trailer, and the tagline is, I'm just a girl. Bitch, you were skinning dogs. Yeah. Like, it's wild, man.
Yeah. So I don't know if the moral of this story is crime doesn't pay, and that's what they're peddling to kids. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like a movie that fits in with Disney's angle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what's going to come out of it. I kind of like it's been in development for so long.
Yeah, it
This-
has, actually.
Emma Stone's been attached for years.
I wish I was attached to Emma Stone for years.
Vanity.
And the last trailer of the week, as you said last week, how the fuck did you know?
I got my insiders.
Split the check.
So we got our first look at Mortal Kombat. Man, so this is almost, from what we've seen, it's the Mortal Kombat movie that we dreamed about
Yeah.
without the techno. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Which I dig that techno.
There's a special place in my heart
Yeah,
for
man.
that techno.
Fucking oath.
And the scream.
It gets me so amped. Like as soon as you hear it, you're locked in because the movie opens with that techno. And
Yeah. And the fire.
what is it? What is it? What is this movie?
But it also has that O screaming. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if you had an O like at the party that just screamed Mortal Kombat and it just like the music could go off and it just like hype
It'll be
it
the
up.
Chappelle show when John starts playing the fight riff. That's what that scream would do.
But the thing that fucks me up about this techno theme is that after he screams it, there's the din 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 din, and it's almost like you have to break pads to the
I
beat.
know. It's wild.
You know what the cadence of the beats reminds you of? Someone slowly falling down the stairs.
Oh man.
So we get to see a new character, something Cole,
Yeah.
which is played by the guy that played Sunstar in Deadpool 2.
Yes.
But he kind of looks very Caucasianized.
Yeah.
He doesn't look as Asian as he did in
Deadpool.
yeah.
He might be half.
But he's got some Hollywood name, Tyler Cole or something like
Yeah.
that. Every O want to be named Tyler now after fucking Extraction. So he's got a birthmark, and then he gets contacted by Sonya and Jax, and they say it's not a birthmark. It's a
Rite of passage.
that
An invitation. Cardot.
that he'll be invited to Mortal Kombat. So through the trailer, we get to see Sub-Zero fucking just kicking ass, man. Like when he grabs the gun, freezes it, and then
I didn't expect it.
he shoots. Jack shoots.
And the pellets.
Yeah, and it freezes like that.
That was amazing. And then him grabbing Jax's arms and then just ripping them off.
Fucking oath.
Beautiful.
We get to see that they're actually including the Scorpion Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's supposedly, allegedly, the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Fuck.
So
Where we see Scorpion attach the what's it called?
Kusarigama.
yeah.
Yeah, the Kusarigama.
Yeah, the kunai to the rope.
Yeah, the kunai to the rope, and take those O's out. The harpoon to the head.
Yeah, man.
Triz was saying if you watch closely in the background, you can see the dead wife
And she's like frozen.
frozen.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's real. That's kind of fucked up.
Well, they come through. They kill his whole family
Yeah, and his clan.
and his
Yeah.
clan. He's the only one left. His kids, everyone's gone. Kind of feel for Scorpion.
Yeah, you do. So I was wondering why they weren't building him up as the hero, because he also had an animated movie where he was like the main antagonist.
Yeah.
Sorry, protagonist. Protagonist.
Oh. I think Scorpion's always been like that anti-hero because he was like the slave of Shang Tsung and then realizes that the shit went down and it wasn't Sub-Zero, and then the redemption arc begins.
Yeah. And they team up.
Yeah.
So we also get to see Sub-Zero fight Scorpion and then fucking use his own blood and freeze it and then stab him and then throw him through an ice wall.
So you know that whole sequence is a throw in Mortal Kombat 10?
For real?
Yeah.
Shit.
So he bloody stabs him. So he like stabs him in the rib and then puts up the wall and then throws you through.
Fuck.
Fucking mad.
Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero.
Amazing.
He actually like speaks.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Sub-Zero from Paul W.S.
They just
Anderson.
muted them. Mute.
And that wasn't that Keith Cook? Keith Cook played all the ninjas, didn't he?
Keith Cook in the second one played all the ninjas.
Okay,
They had different players for the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Keith Cook was just running off his fucking feet in the second one.
Yeah, man. And that O could triple kick.
He can. You see what looks like Reptile.
Yeah, who looks like an actual like lizard thing. Apparently there's also a ninja called Chameleon, or a creature called Chameleon that's more reptilian.
Okay.
So I think that's how it's meant to start. Like even in the Paul W.S. Anderson one, But then it's not just he throws him into a statue and he turns into reptile. I don't know though.
What else was there?
So Kano's also included as one of the heroes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
so Earth's champions are Sonya, that Tyler Cole guy or whatever his name is, Jax, Kano,
Liu Kang,
Kung Lao, and Raiden. Yeah. So Kano is shown as a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you
So-
see Sonya fighting him.
Yeah. So I think there'll be a betrayal in there. And that's where the start of their
Rivalry
comes from.
Okay.
Um,
Kano is also an Aussie.
Yeah.
you fucking beauty.
You fucking beauty. I love it. Absolutely love it.
What else do we see?
We get to see Shang Tsung and Raiden face off.
Yep.
But it looks like it's happening in that same fight with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Because there's ice everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chin Han is playing Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, yeah.
And Tadanobu is playing Raiden.
Well, Tadanobu's the bad guy in 47 Ronin as well, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. He's also the guy from Thor. He's his mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool, that guy, man.
Looks cool with the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else in this trailer. We get to see a bit of Outworld.
You get to see a few... you get to see Goro,
Yeah, you do get to see
which
Goro.
was news to me. I didn't expect them to have Goro.
No.
But Goro looks like he's fighting Jax. You also, like, when you see Shang Tsung and he says, finish him, you see Jax over some guy, like he's going to do the head smash.
Yeah.
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 It just looks cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, in some weird way, he gets Sub-Zero and then rips his arms off. Because Jax also had that fatality as well.
Yeah.
You get to see Shao Kahn, like a statue of Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
In one of the shots, the establishing
Looks like
shots.
they go to Outworld. Yeah.
Yeah. With that Tyler Cole guy, or Devon Cole, whatever his name is. What do you call it?
Whole world.
When he's looking in the mirror, he has the flash of Scorpion.
Yeah.
But then he's also got the yellow hand wraps, so maybe he's a descendant of the Shirai Ryu as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too when I was watching the trailer. That's going to be like the reveal and why he's kind of he's got the birthmark.
Yeah. Because in Mortal Kombat 10, Scorpion does have a son, Takeda, and he becomes part of the new Shirai Ryu that he builds up.
Oh shit. Okay.
But just seeing Sonata
Yeah.
just being cool, like he always is.
Yeah.
The get over here sounds a bit weird, but still.
Yeah. It was more the cadence of it
Yeah.
because it wasn't quick. Like get over here.
Well, it wasn't in American either, so that's why. Like, because Sonata's obviously Japanese, so he would say it.
I like that they actually changed it up.
Yeah.
though, and they didn't just dub him.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. Sonata's a damn good actor, though. I don't know why you would want to do that.
You know, it's not just action movies that this guy does.
No. This guy, he's
Like
proper,
a dramatic actor.
Yeah, proper actor.
He can just so happen to fight.
Yeah. But when he does do the fighting, he likes to do his own fighting. So
He's fucking good at it.
he's a machine.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, this climbed to the top of my list.
Yeah.
Like after, like, cause I looked back at that Mortal Kombat, was it Rebirth? Remember the Michael J. White one?
Yes.
And I was like, fuck, why don't they just do that as a movie? This looks better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing we also saw was Liu Kang when he does the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've actually got the powers in here as well.
Yeah.
Well, you hear Sonya say it was a human with superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't say metahuman.
No, she didn't. I don't think they get that off.
You know, I'm low-key hoping Kung Lao does the fucking, throws his hat into the ground as it's spinning and...
That'd be fucked up.
You
What
see
if he
him-
does the throw?
Well, that's the other thing. So you see Kano shoot, and then he blocks that beam from Kano.
But they could be doing like one of
Pause.
those Iron Man, Captain America, where they like take out a whole crew of O's.
Righto. I don't want to see that.
But I love that Kano does the classic hard rip though.
Yeah, and it's still beating.
Yeah. You fucking beauty. I can't stop saying it.
Has to be still beating. Has to be, because that's how it was in the game.
Yeah, Kano wins. He actually says it though.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. April 16th.
Yeah.
Let's
get it
soon enough. That's it for movie trailers this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, in entertainment news, so while the rest of the world just like has not shown any promise of the blockbuster type like receipts
box office
that we were getting before COVID, pre-COVID, China, on the other hand, has been a booming with the new movie Detective Chinatown 3. Mm-hmm. They've made more than Avengers Endgame.
$393 million.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
it's massive. So that like their cinemas are open, people are going, and some sources are saying that this shows promise for other countries around the world and opening their cinemas.
Some countries didn't handle the pandemic as well as other countries. So it's
No.
a bit hard.
Yeah. But it really shows like how China supports their own as well.
That's what I like. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like when an Aussie movie comes out, like every person in Australia should be going out to see that movie. Which is what it sounds like these guys do. Hey, this is out. We're going to go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Because like Stephen Chow's movies, a lot of times they smash box office records over there. And it's not like it's weird for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They kill it over there. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm liking them. Take us out there, Beatty.
All right. So Scorsese was in his bag again, writing stories.
Whenever he's in that column, he's up to no good.
Yeah. Well,
he's-
people think that he's up to no good.
I don't think he is in this case.
No.
No. So he's in his story, he said that once film started being described as content, so just not film or anything, but content on a streaming service or anywhere else where you'd like it, it loses its art. It lost its art. You know what I mean? So he's still on about film.
Yeah,
And
he
the
was
depiction of film.
well, because he was concerned about film being in the same conversation as a cat video, in the same conversation as a YouTube video,
Yeah.
and them all lumped together in the one. Whereas film, when you talked about content, it was always just film.
Yeah.
But now content encompasses all those things.
Yeah. It's moved from a place of being an art form to just being content, so it's lost that individuality.
Yeah. Yep. Which I agree.
He talks, he brings up the fact that rather than having the knowledge to sort of be a business that can, I guess, relate to film or work with film, you could just have an average Joe who knows nothing about it start running a business regarding it, and that can attribute to losing that individuality because it just becomes business.
Yeah. Yeah. He also, he was talking about what he thinks would solve it. And that's curation.
Yeah.
Curation of content. And when he said that, I thought back and I looked at like Disney Plus and how they curate. Well, if you watch this, check this out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or here's our Simpsons travel collection. So curation is something that streamers are doing now. And then I've seen Donald Glover's deal at Amazon, and even that has a deal for curation. And then I thought back even further, right, to a conversation that we had about where Netflix is going, and Netflix's free-to-air channel, or their cable channel subscription package they were putting out in France.
Yeah.
And how he said, well, what about if they had curated channels?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We called it.
Yeah. And wasn't it like a few weeks later they said we will do curated channels?
Well, we also said like they should have that like on like Shudder or something like that.
Yeah.
Where horror directors come in and pick
Yep.
their favorites.
Yep.
Because they can't. Scorsese said the Criterion channel is a great place to kind of catch up on that.
Yeah.
Like their streamer, because they do have directors curating what they think are their favorite films. So I think it's a good idea and a good way to kind of get exposure to different things. And that's the whole reason I started the 100 greatest films of all time. But I don't know if that was the right list. It was very American, that list. Yeah. And that is why I stopped watching it. Because I want to find something that's a bit more diverse.
Encompassing.
Yeah. Because I look through that list, the greatest films of all time. There is not one Akira Kurosawa film. There's not one Fellini movie. There's nothing multicultural outside.
Is there Sergio Leone on that list at all?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That's it.
That's it. But that's because it's his most commercial one. Yeah. So I want to find another list that sort of, even if it's a shorter list, that's like, watch these. Because when I think about it, like we can't just have like, let's talk about American movies as the greatest. Then let's have the international greatest films of all time.
Film is film, man.
Yeah. What's the greatest? Yeah. Cool. I'd like more power to Scorsese. These conversations further the culture and let us, like, because sometimes we forget about things. You know what I mean? And to bring it back to what's film and what's like other content.
Yep.
Right on, Mr. Scorsese.
It's my guy, man.
Yeah, man.
Just quickly, before we get into what we watched, did you know that between De Niro, DiCaprio, and Scorsese, they spent $55 million of The Killers of the Flower Moon budget just on those three?
Jesus.
$55 million. That's what ballooned the budget.
Because then you have another 150 just to shoot the movie.
Yeah.
Right out.
That's what broke fucking Paramount's back.
Wow.
That's why Apple had to step in.
Whereas Apple's at the 55 million.
Take
it.
That's like 7 iPhones, fam. Take the money.
We got an iPhone coming out this year. Take it. You want more than that?
I'll give you $1 billion. Nah.
What do you call it? What I forgot to mention as well was that I was watching, do you remember Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
It was the most heartwarming moment. Don't ask why I was watching the fucking ABC from Blue's Clues. But they do O for octopus and then P for pride, and they show all the pride flags. It was the most amazing thing I had seen.
Wow, in a kid's show, that's big.
Yeah.
Like, that's progression.
Yeah.
Didn't like that they changed the O in Blue's Clues.
I
though.
fucking hate the new guy. Who is this guy?
The new guy doesn't have the same mystery about him.
No,
They don't check the mailbox no more, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck him,
that.
man.
Fucking Blues Poos, man.
All right, fellas, what do we watch?
Did we all watch WandaVision?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. What did we think? What did you think?
Fucking A1.
It's a big step in this one.
Yeah.
So that, like, everything's breaking down now.
Yeah.
Like, she's more aware.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like she's weirdly sick because I don't know if it's her exerting her powers and keeping the hex up or sort of her just realizing something's not right in the world and depression kind of setting in.
Or it's just Agnes.
Who is not Agnes?
Who's not Agnes?
So Agnes
It's Agatha
Harkness.
Harkness.
So at the end of this, it ended up being Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
And she like showed her true self.
Yeah.
So apparently in the comic, she's a witch as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she can she almost has the same powers. She also works with Mephisto.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure
that agent.
And you know that Nexus thing that they were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the doorway to the multiverse.
Ah,
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Did you also watch past the credits?
I did.
Yeah.
And we see Evan Peters. Snoop is going to snoop.
Yeah.
And so he collars Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
When she finds the cellar entrance to Harkness's little tunnel system that she's got going over there. It looks like some ritualistic witchcraft type shit.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I was telling Triz though, like, you know, when the hex comes down, yeah, Vision is going to have to die, right?
Yeah.
Do you think she finds Magneto, and Magneto puts Vision back together for her because he's essentially metal, and Magneto can manipulate metal however he wants to?
Maybe. Because he is like full vibranium, isn't he?
Yeah. Puts him back together, and she just redoes his, and she recreates his
Like the soul?
the soul stone. Is it the soul stone? The mind stone.
Mind Stone. It's weird that I think they could do that.
They could
man.
do
That'd
that,
be a mad sort of like inclusion, because now the multiverse would be open.
Yeah.
And then to have
Yeah. And what's his face was talking about? Vision was talking about it. Bettany was saying that he would like you're in for a surprise because there's this massive reveal with a character that I've been wanting to work with for years, and it's not Evan Peters.
shit.
So, yeah, I'm hoping it is what's his face.
They also talked about, you know, that director, the director of Sword?
Yep.
They talked about him trying to configure and reopen Ultron's
Yeah. Yeah.
control or like his program.
Yeah.
The Ultron program.
So we heard that he wants to put Ultron back together, and that's why he needs Vision.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, I'd like to see Ultron again.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really do the Age of Ultron.
Well, we don't see Vision kill Ultron, so
I think he definitely killed him, though. But because Ultron lives in him,
yeah,
for him, like, for that to be extracted from him. But I like that they also delved into what's left of Vision.
yeah,
Because they got Jarvis as the base, and then Ultron.
yeah.
And then, like, what else defines him?
That stone,
Yeah.
the Mind Stone.
But then in Infinity War, they said if we take the stone out, there's still a lot of Vision left.
Yeah, which could still be Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's still phasing and everything.
and it could still be. It could end up being that show that's coming out
Which
with Don Cheadle.
Armor Wars?
Armor Wars.
Fuck yeah.
Because that kind of makes sense.
We've seen Monica Rambeau try get back into the Hex
Get her powers.
and then got her powers. So now she's Photon.
She's Photon.
For real.
Yeah, it's good. I thought she was just going to end up being Cap, but
Yeah.
still.
But she didn't really use them except for a superhero landing.
Yeah, but that's for now. I reckon once she gets into it.
But I liked how she got them. And it was like her mother, Carol Danvers,
Yeah.
Hayward, like Fury.
Fury,
Like you hear Nick
yeah.
Fury in there. Like sort of all those voices, and then her merging the different, I guess, characters she's played into one. And then she kind of breaks through. And she's herself. Like,
She's that's what I liked as well. She didn't change
on the outside.
on the like she went into the Hex as Rambeau, not the other girl.
So that's going to be cool. Is there anything else?
All I know is that I'm excited for the next week's episode. I want to see what's happening.
So apparently there's 3 hours left.
Yeah,
So if we've got 30 minutes this week and then 30 minutes next week, then that last episode got to be 2 hours.
yeah. Or next week is
An hour.
an hour and then an hour. Yeah.
And then an hour and a half of the finale.
Yeah.
I'll be cool with that.
Yeah, man. I'm always like, I always want more.
Yeah.
Pause. What you watch there, Bado?
I watched Rocky 2, 3, finally watched the Sound of Metal.
Thoughts?
It was good. I just don't think that his performance was as good as what's his face? As Kaluuya's. Like his performance was good. It's just nowhere near as good as Kaluuya's.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
a nowhere near.
Nowhere near.
big.
Kaluuya completely changed himself. I've seen Riz Ahmed play this sort of character before.
Really? Where?
He's sort of like this in Rogue One. He's got a little bit of his character in what's his face in this. What's his
Venom?
name? Venom. Yeah, we've seen this before.
I don't think we've seen this from Riz Ahmed. The way that he portrays a deaf person, but like
That's my opinion.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's why I was just leaving it there. I'll fight you after.
When Kaluuya comes home with the gold.
One of them, I reckon, is coming home with the gold.
There's no one else.
Dark
There is-
Horse being Gary Oldman as Mank.
Yeah, yeah. It's either him or the Academy says, what's his face? Either Shire or Affleck. Here you go.
Wow, that'd be big.
So any other actors that did anything big within the last 2 years? What's her face is going to win Best Actress for Nomadland.
Frances McDormand.
McDormand.
Who looks fucking unbelievable.
She's a machine.
I'm watching that this week.
Yeah.
I'm watching Nomadland.
Yeah, yeah,
Faux show.
yeah. And I watched Iron Man 2 as well.
Did you cap the week off with Iron Man 2?
No, I capped the week off with Rocky 3.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You call it. Iron Man 2 gets better with each play.
It's true.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it more
Well, I
nowadays.
I've watched a video on YouTube about what's his face, about Mickey, and what he wanted to do with the character. Right, so he originally wanted all of his dialogue to be in Russian,
Which makes sense.
because he is Russian. He literally he went for months at a time for Russian lessons so he could learn how to speak. He wanted a more layered character, so it wasn't just like, the one-sided bad guy. He wanted you to feel something for his character, even though he was the bad guy. And he supposedly they shot all that stuff, but then Marvel just said fuck no, and that's when he turned around and said fuck you to Marvel, which is why they never mention him anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just how it went.
That's wild, eh? We'll never get like a Favreau cut of Iron Man 2. But that's all the stuff that Favreau promised him as well.
Yeah.
And then the machine took over.
Yeah.
So you're going to work your way through all them Rockies.
Yeah, man.
No easy way out.
Well, I don't know if I'll wait now because of that recut of Rocky 4. Like, do I wait?
Yeah.
Do I wait? And then,
When is that recut coming out?
I don't know.
It's so hard to not watch Rocky 4 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I'll just watch it again.
I reckon when you watch Rocky 4, the recut that Stallone's doing, it's not going to have the same momentum.
No.
I don't think it will, because he said he actually wants to slow it down.
Yeah.
It's like Rocky 4 is a masterpiece as it is.
Yes, it's like an hour and 28 minutes, that movie, and it just gets to the money.
Straight away. There's no fucking around in there.
Like, you see Drago, you see, I think him, no, you just see him, and then he comes over, and then Creed wants to fight him. Creed was in better shape than Rocky in that.
Yeah.
Creed, like, there is, in the scene where, like, right at the end of the training montage where they're running, you see him and he takes over Creed.
Yeah.
You see Carl Weathers smile like, they said some shit beforehand. It's just the way that he smiles. I want to ask Sly, like, what happened there? Because, like, he looks like he's just laughing.
Carl Weathers was in the NFL. Fucking blows Stallone away.
You can see it the way that Weathers runs, compared to Stallone. Like, it's next level. It's in his gait. It's in the way that he, like, everything.
And that's on the beach in the water.
Yeah,
In a midriff.
Carl Weathers would have, would have blown that away.
Blow him away if I had to. What you watch there, Vado?
Just watched Full Metal Alchemist. I'm halfway through now, so I'm episode 34, and there's only 64 episodes of this.
Very good.
Damn. Going good so far?
Oh, man. People call this one of the best animes ever, and I can see why now. Shit is just fire, son.
Like, better than Ninja Scroll?
That's fucking heresy.
Love me some Ninja Scroll. So I watched Game of Thrones Season 5.
Nice. How does this one end?
This one ends with Jon Snow getting stabbed up by all the Night's Watch.
Does.
For the watch.
That fucking kid.
Ollie.
Fucker.
Prick. I purposely waited for Season 6 just so I could simmer a little bit like that.
Does Ollie get his?
He does, yeah. Remember they all get hung? Pause.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And then, yeah, even he does. Because then Jon Snow's like, no mercy.
Yeah. But then doesn't What's-His-Face die as well? Mormont?
Mormont?
Yeah. Doesn't he die as well?
Jorah? No.
His dad.
No, his dad. Remember, he dies at the mutiny at Craster's house.
Fucking does too.
They fucking stab him up there, that Burn Gorman guy.
Fucker.
Everyone's just getting ganked in these last seasons.
Badly. As soon as they hit Season 3, I think, all bets are off.
Yeah. And put some ganking in there as well.
Gangtastic voyage. And then yesterday, I decided, well, I'm going to watch something. And I was kind of in a horror vibe, and I watched People Under the Stairs.
Nice.
Not so much a horror, though.
No, it's not.
This is very... I thought this was a weird movie for Wes Craven to make. It wasn't set in suburbia. It wasn't about these white kids in high school or anything like that.
Social commentary movie for Wes Craven, which is wild.
Yeah. And a predominantly black cast.
Yeah.
Ving Rhames kills this movie. He only gets maybe 7 or 8 minutes of screen time, but he destroys the role.
Yeah.
And the kid was really good. I forgot his name, but he kills it. But the villains, when he's there chopping Ving Rhames up, and then you see him eating, and he's just got blood on his face, disgusting. But they did such a good job. Why is it in horror movies when they say, when people are they're a couple, but then as soon as they say, no, they're brother and sister, it just gets I
know.
I just feels it
I know.
I just
what
get
are you
scared.
doing?
Oh, God.
It's if you could fuck a sibling, you could do everything. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in years.
Neither did I. So this is my first viewing in probably 15 years since we last watched
VHS?
it. Yes.
That was the last time I watched it.
Yeah.
I've never seen this movie in widescreen. I've never seen it with surround sound.
Yeah.
It's just been VHS. And
Yeah.
maybe if we were lucky 2.0.
Nah, we watched it with TV audio there.
There we
Straight
go.
mono. So. But yeah, it looked really good. It felt really good. It's a pretty long movie.
It is.
It's an hour 46 or something like that. But I liked at the end of this, much like Candyman, the community comes out to support and get rid of these fucking maniacs.
Fucking Candyman. Where the fuck is Candyman?
6 months away.
I'll watch-
You can expect a trailer in
3 months.
3 months. If not 2 months, depending on if they're doing a 5-month rollout or a 4-month rollout.
Well, if it's coming out on fucking PVOD, then it'll be 2 months. If it's coming out at the cinemas, they need to start doing something.
In 2 months, I reckon we'll get a trailer.
Yeah.
And then we'll get a lot more content ramping up to Halloween.
I hope Nia, I hope she shot more of that. Remember how she did the puppets or whatever
Yeah.
it was? I hope she shot
Yeah.
more of that and she starts releasing.
That'd be sick. Fuck yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. That's a wrap. Catch us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at Smoke and Mirrors Oz, as in the Wizard of. Or you can check us out on YouTube under Logo Smith Media. Like and subscribe when you get a chance.
Couple of comments there.
We'd really appreciate it, so we can keep this thing going. Yeah. Hope you guys have a great week there.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.
I'll be back. Just when I thought